Thursday, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On the give, this is Harris. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Throw left side complete to Chase. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
He's got a 1st down past the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw, rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that. We'll continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And Gold is able to put it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Buying time to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll... looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DJ Reader coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's complete to Jesse James. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow over the middle, and it's incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Back to Mixon on second down.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the gun on third down is Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the trading table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Out to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Burrow.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
To the air again, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And an 11-point game there as they come up on halftime. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. But the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Burrow on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is taken at the 23. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This to Jarwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd. Down.
He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Burrow's throw taken in by Moss.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now. Isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls. We just saw there. A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And some space here. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The first down run with Bell is he'll get about 6 there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Bell. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he gets it inside the 35. And shy of the 30.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 22. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Rolling to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Joseph Osai. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the...
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Lorenzo Carter in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pushing his way through. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Nixon.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow, quick slant caught by Chase.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Burrow.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Nixon, his running back.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Now Burrow.
That catch good for only a couple. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
So a definite surprise. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down. It's Harris, and he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. Von Bell up to make the tackle. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Steelers,
it was too little, too late as they finish off the regular season with a mark of 7-10.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati,
the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall.
And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and